Hey guys, so today we're going to do the unboxing and overview of the Denon DCD-50. This is a CD player, and that's all it is. It plays CDs. I was looking for something that can play CDs because I do have some CDs. Now I don't have as many CDs as I have vinyl records, but I do have CDs and I have no way to play them right now because I don't have a CD player. So I was just looking for something that was just a CD player and I can connect it to my amp and receiver and stuff. Because there is some CD players out there that's, like a combination amp or streamer stuff, but I already have those things, so I just wanted to get a CD player that can connect to my receiver or my amp. And this one is reasonably priced, I guess. This is about $300 US. There's also comparable options from like NAD, from Cambridge Audio, right, those brands as well. Onkyo I think has a pretty good one as well, around the same price range. But yeah, I went with Denon because I've always been a fan of Denon products as well. And Denon is a well-known Japanese company. I'd say they're most well-known for a few things: for phono cartridges, which they've been making for a very long time, for turntables, for amplifiers and receivers, and they also make speakers as well, and other audio products like CD players, of course. So they make a whole range of different audio products, and generally I've been satisfied with Denon. I also have Marantz as well, which is actually part of the same parent company. That Marantz is kind of like the higher end compared to Denon. Denon is kind of like affordable to mid-range, but I've always been satisfied with Denon stuff, and I felt like they make good stuff for the money. So anyways, went with them. And Yamaha as well is another one that they kind of compete with. But yeah, I'll probably be connecting this to my Yamaha amp actually. So, yep, Denon Yamaha Unison. Okay, so here is the kind of quick start guide, or the manual right here. It's the Denon DCD-50. It's all in Japanese actually. So basically, it just tells you like how to hook up the CD player, and this is pretty straightforward because all this is a CD player. So there's nothing really fancy about this. It's not a streamer. It's not an amplifier. It doesn't do anything else besides play CDs. So shouldn't be too much to it, right? Alright, let's take a look. Alright, that's the CD player itself. And what else do we get here? We got some safety information, which should be pretty obvious for anyone who's not like who's older than 10 years old. You probably understand that you be careful around electronics. Okay, there was a Japanese manual. Here is the English manual. So I found the English manual here. Nice. Just curious. I don't think I need a manual for playing CDs, but I'm just curious what's inside. Okay. So basically, I think a lot of this is in Japanese again. So this isn't exactly just in English. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I thought this would be in English because I already have the Japanese, but I guess this is like a quick start guide of sorts. So this one's in Japanese. And then this one is also actually all in Japanese as well. So yeah, I thought this would be an English one, but no, it's just Japanese as well. And just goes through the contents of what's inside. Yeah, basically the different input functions, what they do. We can take a look at that later. Yeah, basically it's just stuff like that, right? Just operating. It's pretty simple. It's a CD player. I think I know how to operate it. It's even got the phone number of Denon on the back, in case you want to call them in Japan. Alright, it comes with a set of coaxial cables right here. These are coaxial cables. And then this is obviously the power cord. And these are, looks like extra plugs for something. These are like extra plugs. I'm not sure what these are exactly used for. I'll have to take a look. These are plugs. And then it comes with a remote, of course. So that's all that's in the box here. Let's see what's on the remote. Do you really need this much for I feel like sometimes Japanese companies, they put in way too much stuff. Like this is way too much for a CD player. This is just supposed to be a CD player. Why does it have channels? Like it's like a TV remote or something. It has all these channels. I think they probably just reuse this. Again, is to save money. Probably they just reused this remote from another device and just kind of just built the same remote for everything. Because yeah, I don't understand. Is this for selecting the CD track? So yeah, I think again this is like a little bit too much for just a CD player. I think some Japanese companies, they put too much on their remotes. But yeah, this is like all these numbers here. Like, do you really need that? Like, unless you're playing like an MP3 CD. I guess this one plays MP3 CDs as well. Remember those guys? We used to burn like MP3 CDs and stuff. I used to do that in university. But yeah, if you're playing MP3 CDs, I guess you can have enough songs where this makes sense. But usual CDs contain like 12 tracks, so you don't need to have this many numbers. But okay, it's like a TV remote. I guess they're reusing the remotes from a lot of the other devices. You have like selection, enter, dimmer, info, mode, amp setup. What's amp setup? This doesn't even have an amp built in, so this is definitely not for this, I think. Program, for some reason, I don't know if you need that. Bluetooth, which I don't think this has Bluetooth. Does it? It's just a CD player. I don't think this has Bluetooth, so this button's pretty much useless. Mute, volume up and down, return, stop, play, pause, shuffle. The shuffle button actually work on a CD. Not sure. I think this is just reused from a bunch of their other remotes. There's some stuff in here that doesn't make sense. This doesn't have an amp, so what's amp setup do? And Bluetooth, this doesn't have Bluetooth. It's just a CD player. So anyways, let's take a look at the CD player. Okay, the DCD-50. This actually is originally sold as part of a set. I don't think Denon sells this standalone anymore. I got this kind of refurbished. But I think originally this was sold with like an amp as well. So yeah, this was sold with an amp, but this is just the CD player section. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It's actually a little bit bigger than I expected for something that's just a CD player, but I guess it's a pretty decent one. So pretty simple controls on the front here. You have your power button, you have your play pause, your stop, your previous track, your next track, and your open CD, or this is a slot loading CD player, so you have to press this to actually open up get it to push out the CD. And that's pretty simple. It's a slot loading CD player. It's not a disc loading one. So there's pros and cons to that, right? Some people feel like slot loading CD players do look nicer, I think, but they can also be a little bit noisy when you push in the CD. Because it's just like with the PlayStation, right? That PlayStations all use the slot loading mechanism, and whenever you push in a CD, you kind of just hear like weird noises and stuff. Anyways, that's just a minor thing. I do agree that slot loading does look nicer though. And then on the back, pretty simple actually. You just have, this is for the power cord, and then here is, I think this is for servicing. So this is a special cable for servicing, so most people don't need to worry about that. Then you have your audio out, which is only analog, and then you have your coaxial. Actually, I think this is digital, yeah. You have your analog RCA audio out, and you have your digital coaxial audio out as well. And that's pretty much it. Just one digital out and one analog out, and that's all that's required on the back. Pretty simplistic, minimalist, industrial looking device. So, and you can use it this way, or if you're kind of space limited, you can also kind of use it vertically as well. You can do both of those ways. I think there's like feet. Oh, okay, that's what these feet are for. I think these the plugs basically that they gave me. Yeah, these plugs are for, I think, if you're intending to stand them vertically. So yeah, they have feet for horizontal position, but you can also stand up vertically like this. Okay, cool. Okay, next, I'm just going to take a CD that I got, and I'm going to hook it up with these Klipsch Pro Media 2.0 speakers, which I have. And this is just like, these are the speakers I can most easily just put in this video. Because, yeah, they're fairly small and compact. And then, yeah, we'll just hear the sound of the CD player and yeah, just see what it's about and kind of listen to it. I'm going to use the analog out from the CD player and plug it into the aux input of these Klipsch Pro Media speakers. Okay. Okay, and I think this is the aux input. Alright. Alright, so yeah, the Klipsch Pro Media 2.0 speakers. Let's see how they do with this Denon CD player. It's a pretty compact fit, I think, in terms of the, it can fit on you know, just any table or desktop, so I think in terms of the size, it's a pretty good fit. Alright, oh yeah, we need to power it. Okay. Okay, so now I actually set the input of my Klipsch Pro Media 2 speakers to the aux input. That's why it's green. And yeah, it should be all set up now. And we have 47 tracks, that's what it says. So it detects the number of tracks, properly loaded CD. So now let's just press play. I don't need the remote. Let's press play. Should be playing. Oh. That's really loud. Okay, yeah, it works. Playing right now. These Klipsch Pro Media 2 speakers are really fantastic for the price. This so they get really loud. Let's go to the next track. Or is that the previous track? Okay, they're all kind of similar. Testing one. Turned up to like 20% right now. They can get like really loud for what they are. They seem small, but they can get really loud. Anyways, Klipsch Pro Media 2.0, great speakers. Now for the price, especially. Very nice. Oh, this is a nice song. Alright, so anyways, that's just a little bit of a test of the Denon DCD-50. Obviously it works. And it's pretty simple. It's simple, it works, and all I need to do is just get something that can play CDs and hook up to my amplifier or receiver. In this case I used kind of powered bookshelf speakers because it's a lot of work just to bring in an amp just to test this. But yeah, I'm just gonna hook it up to my my receiver, and yeah, finally have the ability to play CDs, and this is like a nice little way to do it. Wasn't too expensive. It could be smaller, I guess, but it doesn't take up too much space. It's fine. So yeah, anyways, very satisfied as always with Denon products. So that's it, guys. The Denon DCD-50 CD player. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you guys are planning to get a CD player, and or just like a nice CD player that's on a budget and you don't want something too fancy, then yeah, this is a good one to pick up. Unfortunately, this model isn't made anymore, so you kind of have to look for one on eBay, which is what I did, because the CD players that Denon sells now are these really like traditional, like bigger ones that kind of stack on top of your like receiver and stuff, and I don't want something that big. I want something that's like more compact that can just like fit in under my TV stand. So that's why I picked this one, but unfortunately they don't make this model anymore, but you have to pick it up online. So yeah, but I still recommend it, for people who are looking for just a no-frill CD player that's simple to use and compact. then the Denon DCD-50 is pretty good. Just gotta pick it up on eBay. So that's it, guys. Pretty affordable as well. Under, yeah, anything like 300 bucks and under, I would say is fairly affordable for a standalone CD player these days. So that's it, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions or if you're looking to pick up a CD player. So yeah, just for this video, just for testing the CD player, I had it hooked up to my Klipsch Premier 2.0 powered bookshelf speakers, because it's just less hassle, right? Like than me bringing in like a heavy receiver, heavy amp just to test this. So yeah, this is just like for convenience, but normally I would have this hooked up to my receiver or amp. And yeah, pop out the CD and I turn off the CD player and it just fades like that. Yep, so it's pretty simple, easy to use. Compact, nice, and yeah, basically just what I wanted. So that's it, guys. If you're looking for a CD player that's compact, reasonably affordable, and in pretty no frills, simplistic design, then yeah, I recommend the Denon DCD-50.